Welcome, welcome. So this month, what I've been trying to do is our POM for November is the yoga pant. 3400 the yoga pant. We love it. It fits. Oh my gosh. It's the easiest sew imaginable. It's just a home run. I always say if I was on a desert island, I would want a serger, fabric, and my yoga pant pattern. And I could be the best dressed woman on the island. All right. So I've wanted to make some tops that go along with the yoga pant because we've got the holidays coming up. We've got lots of things going on, and it's great to have just a top and a pair of pants that just not only looks good, but feels great. So I was inspired by this photo. Let me show you this photo. And I just thought this looked great. At home, easy, etc., etc. Loved it. So that was the idea. And then I decided it was really close to 127. Iakila's asymmetrical top, really close. The only difference being is that Iakila's, the overlay like comes up just to a portion of the shoulder. It doesn't have this overlay. So all we had to do was extend the overlay front and back, and that's it. Easy. Easy. And then I decided to mix it with a fabric, so it just made it a whole lot more fun. So let's go through the process and I'll show you how to do it. All right, so let's look at this next picture, and there's a couple lines here. But the first thing I did was I just took the overlay, which is this piece right here, and I literally just extended this out, and I extended it out so it's a total, including the edge that's there, a total of 16 inches. From this portion out to the edge of the overlay, that's now 16 inches. Okay? Easy, easy. I'm going to show you a little variation you can do because there's two lines coming out from the shoulder seam, and I'll show you why. Okay, then the bottom part, you want to be 12 inches out. I know you probably can't see all the way my bottom, but it's 12 inches. The overlay itself is not 12 inches, so here was the overlay. I added a little bit here to make that completely 12 inches. And then I just connected from this point to that point, and I did it a straight line. You'll find it to be about 32 inches. That's from here all the way down to there. Okay, so it's about 32 inches. That's it. I did it to the front, I did it to the back. When you go back and look at this again and you look at the beginning picture we showed you, there's a little bit more ruffling going through the body than what I have on mine. And so that's what that second line is right there. The second line, you notice, goes up at an angle. And so in this particular case, I just followed the shoulder line and came up my 16 inches. But if you want more ruffle and through this portion, more gathers, then you're going to come up. And I'd probably add at least 3 or 4 inches. So from this point, come up. You can still make it 16 inches, but come up a little bit, and that way they'll have more length, and when this lays down on your shoulder, it'll have a little bit more ruffling in through here. Okay, so then what I did is now, that's all the pattern changes. They're really easy. Bring it out, bring it at the bottom, connect the lines, that's it. This is a separate piece that lays on top. You don't sew it any differently. This side is still connected, just like the instructions. This top is so comfortable. But I wanted to go with this fabric. I absolutely love this fabric. It's behind me. And what it is it's what we call a panel print. So one panel, and then they repeat themselves. One panel is 34 inches. It's not quite a yard, which is rare, but it's not quite. So you can see from the beginning of the dark to beginning of the dark, that is 34 inches. All right, so what I did is because I wanted that dramatic, harsh contrast, light to dark, I put this line along the dark. Okay, so I put it right along the dark. So what you can see is, there it is. And I did it in the front, and I did it in the back also. So keep in mind, this is a knit. The greatest point of stretch is with this stripe, so that this stripe can go on the rest of me. You can see the sleeve, and on the body it goes around. So you want to do that because it's the greatest part of the stretch, and it'll be more comfortable. But then once it comes to the overlay, it's not tight, and you don't need negative ease or any of that, and it doesn't matter which way you do it. So I really wanted to use the beauty of this angular, well, it's a stripe, and I made it angular, but I just love it. I'm really happy with it. It really turned out like I wanted it to. So, but it took a little bit of yardage. So it took one panel for the front, one panel for the back, and then it took one panel for the body and the sleeves. So it took three yards, basically, is what it took, simply because of the placement. If you didn't care about the placement, it wouldn't make a difference. I did use the fold-over elastic at the neckline. The original photo is more of a V-neck, and certainly that's doable as well. Again, I just really liked the contrast because of the print, and I felt like the black stopped it a little bit and contrasted, so I did the little fold-over elastic. So my goal with this was to make, remember I talked about that t-shirt and just taking it up a notch? That's exactly what I feel like this is. It's so comfortable. I just feel really comfortable, and yet I look like I've taken a little more time. So that's the goal. The goal is to just be comfortable, looking your best, trying to do that all at the same time. And the goal is happy sewing from Silhouette Patterns. Thanks for watching. Bye.